And it was tragic because it vibrated throughout, not only in the United States, but throughout the world. Just think of that. So now we are here. And now that'll be something good that we need to get with the police chief and ask him, what can we do as a community and what they're actually doing to keep us safe? You know, is it some type of plan that we could have in place? Have they even fathomed the idea of somebody coming to the Motor City and causing a mass shooting with a lot of these nice venues that we're starting to get into? Are they vigilant enough for us? Or do they have a profiler that can inform us as everyday citizens as to what to be on the lookout for? Because at the end of the day, we got to all work together. You know, we got to help protect one another, and we got to be proactive in that. All this no snitching rule, no snitching gets you killed. You better be letting them know what's going on around here. Yeah, that's right. You better let them know, hey, I just seen somebody walk up in there with a bag of guns. I don't know what he's doing, but he had a bag of guns with him. He looked at suspicious. Why? Because that can be instrumental in saving somebody's life. You know, because people are dropping every day around here. You know, now COVID, now people dying of lead poisoning. See, and we ain't just talking about the lead peeling off the walls. We talking about the hot lead that's piercing the flesh. So now we're gonna have that opportunity. We're gonna have that opportunity to help engage in the process of what's going on in our community. I see you walk toward the mic there as we were further discussing this information. So I know by way of that, it's either my time is up or your time is up. You know, we cue them in, you know, your time is beginning.
No,
we don't take it.
No, my brother FuquaBey, I just wanted to you know, kind of like go after you because you brought up some very, very important concerns.
Hold on, don't go after me. I've had people try to go after me before and they got in trouble. You mean you wanted to speak, not go after me?
Yeah,
okay.
Speak out.
Okay, articulation is important. Go ahead, sir.
And so the police department, I've noticed in the city of Detroit many times, and this falls right into what occurred in Buffalo with the white guy going into a black city and a black community. Pretty much even before that, he was having communication with a black man, and the black man said, "Oh, I thought he was harmless." And of course, there was an incident down, I think it was in North Carolina, with the white guy going into the church, and he invited him in. Next thing you know, he was shooting and reloading and shooting. And so both of these individuals looked harmless. Now, so I know I had an experience here in Detroit when me and Ramon Jackson had gone down to file a complaint against the deputy financial officer of the city of Detroit, John Nagley. And the police, they were like on us.
Right.
And I tried to go in with Ramon. No, just one at a time. And so they went in, they was arguing with him. And they checked us out. So in a way, I'm glad I didn't go in because I noticed as I'm waiting for Ramon to come out, there was a white guy come in with a suit. Now you're supposed to go, when you go in the police department, you're supposed to give up your ID, your keys, you know what I'm saying, metal objects, and then you're supposed to walk through a metal detector and they're supposed to scan you. The white guy shows up with the suit on. He says, "Oh, my name is so-and-so. I'm an insurance, I'm a State Farm insurance agent. I just come down here to get some information on some insurance." And the black cop lady said, "Oh, come on." He didn't have to go through no process. Wow. And so, I'm just saying, the police, the Detroit police, it would probably be good for them to get retrained. Because they're too loose. Same thing when you go, I'm gonna say this to be quiet. Same thing when you go down to K-Man. They own us. You can't even sit down in certain places. You got 2-3 cops going over. You can't sit here. What do you mean I can't sit? I'm a taxpayer. But when these cats come in from these white cats come in from outside, especially they got suits on, they look professional. They don't check them. And so that's a venue. That's something that's open that needs to be, that the Detroit police need to be paying more attention to. That's what I'm saying.
But then, you know, we also have to be aware, and I'm glad that you brought the point out, that this is nothing new.
No.
They have been going to our places, assassinated, and I'm gonna use the ugly word about it, because it seems to be intent. I like what he said earlier, that COVID has them sitting around plotting, and they come up with a grand scheme of things, because evidently the brother, the young boy from in the Buffalo shooting, said he'd even made a few pronouncements. So I like the idea of what you call the what they call it, the usual suspects.
Unusual, the unusual suspect.
And getting them monitored, and monitoring, not taking this for granted, but we've always known that when it came to policing, it was always about African Americans. It was always about African descent. That has not changed. I see a lot of people acting like they're in shock because these things happen. I think George Floyd was an example of what, like I tell my young students when I do teach sometimes, I'm retired, that it's on the decline. It's on the decline. They used to kill us regularly, you know. Yeah, they got a George Floyd here and Trayvon Martin there, yes. But those numbers are going down. They used to do it 10, 12, 15 times. I'm from Charlotte, North Carolina. Okay. There's so many unmarked graves down yonder. Okay, so this is something I see, and they say, well, how do you think this is improvement? Well, we are improving, because as you alluded to earlier, the big four, I was around with the big four.
Yes.
And there were a number of white boys in that car. And when they grabbed you in that car with big four was in there, you knew good and well they wasn't taking you to the police station because you had nowhere to sit. Now you look at police cars, there's always room in the back seat. But that last point I want to make before I let the brother speak is the idea that don't forget that they took the boy who shot up the Waffle House, they took him to breakfast. They captured him and took him out to eat before they took him to jail. So we know there's intent around here. We must always know that there's intent. And I do like what the brother mentioned earlier about the 300 and now the brothers we in Detroit are doing. And I appreciate you brothers. Because you all are out here, whether it's a missing child or misrepresenting from commercials, stores mistreating our people. We have folks who are backing up the police and giving us support. I'm just glad that they're not doing battle with the police out there. They are letting us do a little policing without coming in here and checking on us.
Right. Tyrone, listen, let me tell you, I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna get my hand. Let's not get caught up in false intelligence, all right? False intelligence is simply this. See, they tell a lie long enough, some people gonna think it's the truth. If you look at aggression, they constantly pushing us out there to be super aggressive. But you see any of the 99% of the mass shootings ain't did by us. The rapings, the kidnapping people, hiding them in the basement and all that, that ain't did by us. Regardless if we look at the numbers and we keep seeing who's at the front, you have people on the back end, when we talk about retraining police officers, they are looking at us like we the pit bulls out here, and like the other people are the poodles. But these poodles out here is super vicious.
Yeah.
Super vicious because they something like the Chihuahua. They small and you think they non-threatening, they may be the first one to jump and bite you on the neck.
All right, well, let's get to his question.